Hey everybody, it's Jason O'Phil and I'm your gay geeker. And today I'm going to be bringing you my personal review for Thor the Dark World as we continue our countdown to Marvel's Captain America Civil War. As you well know, Thor the Dark World was the 8th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It, of course, is the second film in Phase 2, and it's directed by Alan Taylor from Game of Thrones fame. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Natalie Portman, Sir Anthony Hopkins, Renee Russo, Kat Dennings, Stella Skarsgård, and Christopher Eccleston as Malekith, our villain. I think this is a film that has sequel-itis. I think this was a hard film for Marvel to actually lock down. But it was an important film because once again we were being introduced to another one of the Infinity Stones. We already had the Tesseract, we already had the Mind Gem, and now we had the Reality Gem in the Ether. So as we are world building the Marvel Cinematic Universe and leading towards the greater goal, which is the Infinity Wars, I think a lot of stuff got lost in the shuffle. There were things that I was very happy with in this film. Once again, I think Chris Hemsworth is great. I think it's really hard to play that role. He has proven himself adept at playing this character. Tom Hiddleston, of course, is great as Loki. I don't think we can ever argue the fact that he has been the best thing. Tom Hiddleston is a total find. Natalie Portman also, if you don't know the history behind this, was supposedly very difficult on set. I say supposedly because I think when a woman is demanding, she's difficult, but if a man is demanding, he's just assertive. So, welcome to Hollywood. But the story goes that she was very upset that Patty Jenkins was dismissed by Marvel halfway through the creative process. If you don't remember, they parted ways over the studio creative differences. And Alan Taylor was brought in. This was a director that had to actually be approved by Portman. She almost walked off this film. Supposedly, the rumor goes is that she was so difficult on this particular Marvel film. It's a big reason why Jane Foster is not listed on the cast credits for Thor 3, which hasn't even begun filming yet. It, once again, wouldn't surprise me. I know a lot of people that worked on the prequel trilogy and said she was a handful. But once again, I will assert a man can be difficult on set and is considered assertive. A woman is difficult on set and she's considered a bitch. I also think Christopher Eccleston is saddled with a unremarkable villain. I think the MCU's biggest problem has been outside of Loki. They really haven't had strong villains. We should be having strong villains in every single Marvel cinematic movie that comes out. I think they're still trying to find that, and I'm really hoping in Thor 3 that we find a really superb villain. You've cast Cate Blanchett, so I really feel that this is a woman who does. I think the death of Thor's mother is particularly resounding in this film. I think it gives a great arc not only to Thor but to Loki, and I think it's some of Tom Hiddleston's best work inside the MCU. I think Thor 2 is a lot of setup, very little execution and promise at moments, and not as strong as it could have been. I will tell you something that I would have had them do that they didn't do, and to this day I think they should have done. I would have killed Jane Foster. Regardless of the fact that Natalie Portman is difficult supposedly, or regardless of the fact if they don't ever want to have that particular actress play that role, I would have killed Jane Foster for a variety of reasons. I mean, we know in Age of Ultron, he knows the Infinity Gauntlet's being built. He knows that the stones are being found. But if you kill Jane, we have to remember Thanos is in love with death. If you kill Jane, it really adds an extra layer to the fight in Infinity Wars because that gauntlet has that power to bring Jane back. So I would have actually liked them to kill her and then have her be a catalyst for Thor to stop Thanos because he needs to bring Jane back because it has that power. But I don't write for the MCU. I'm not steering them in their direction. And that's just such a small little story thread. But I'm a big fan of the hero's journey. And that's why I think Captain America has been so successful because it is the hero's journey. And that's why I kind of have felt that 1 and 3 of Iron Man were so successful because it was part of the hero's journey. And I just think in Thor the Dark World, they drop the ball. Well, that's my review for Thor the Dark World. I probably would give this one a 6.5. I tend to watch it a little bit more. I'm telling you, the only movie I ever skip in the MCU is The Incredible Hulk, but that's because I think it's utter garbage. I'm Jason O'Phil, and that was my review for Thor the Dark World. Don't forget, we're going to be counting down to Marvel's Captain America Civil War right here on this channel. So, go like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to this channel. Just look up Gay Geek-er. Gay Geek-er. Like Tigger.
T-I-double-G-er. That spells Tigger.
All right. I will see you guys next time. And don't forget, it doesn't matter if you're straight or gay, because we are all born geeks.